Hey everybody, Bill Knutson here, New York Sports with an attitude. And the attitude this morning is happy. Rarely been happy, when it comes to the Mets. But there was some good news in the game last night. Alright, so let's see what the breakdown is. DeGrom was DeGrom. Absolutely great. Again, 8 innings, no runs. Pretty usual for him, because that's what he does. And, of course, the Mets offense was the usual also. They did absolutely nothing while DeGrom was pitching. And they got 2 hits, no runs, in the 8 innings that DeGrom was in. So DeGrom leaves after 8, and it's 0-0. So again, a no decision. He lowered his ERA from 1.79 to a 1.68, which leads Major League Baseball by a mile. And he's got 5 wins. 5 wins, more than halfway through the season with a 1.68 ERA. Here's a number that will show how ugly it is, for DeGrom this year. 19 starts. 14 of those starts, he gave up 1 run or no runs. 14 out of 19. 1 run, no runs. He's got 5 wins. So that means in those 14 starts with a run or no runs, only 5 wins. That means 9 of them he pitched and didn't get a win. He got a loss or a no decision 9 times, giving up no more than 1 run. That is unbelievably awful. But, Mets are batting .207 as a team at home this year, and well under 200 as a team in DeGrom starts. Under 200 when DeGrom starts. That is just so pitiful. I don't get it. So he gets another no decision, but at least, they didn't. The bullpen didn't come in and blow the game and lose. The bullpen's actually been good the last few nights, which is amazing. Familiar. Second time in a row, 1-2-3 inning. Excuse me. Gesellman threw a scoreless 10th. To keep it at 0-0. And Nimmo came through with the big game-winning walk-off home run in the 10th inning to give us a 3-0 victory. And what I do like is the guys went crazy. Like they're still in the playoff hunt. They went bananas after the game-winning home run, and that was nice to see. Even though it's a terrible lost season, they were still really excited for Nimmo and for the victory. Couple of things. Of course, the Phillies pitcher. You want to know one thing that's guaranteed besides DeGrom being great? If you play fantasy baseball, which I don't, I only play fantasy football. If you have DeGrom, obviously you start him, of course, because he's great. And the second best thing to do is to put in your starting lineup whoever's pitching against the Mets when DeGrom is pitching, because he's going to shut the Mets down. And of course he did. Velasquez, 6 shutout innings, 2 hits. It's all the Mets could manage. And, at least they got the win. That's, the silver lining. But again, DeGrom great. No win in his win column to show for it. A couple of notes. There's this kid, Jeff McNeil. He's now down at AAA for the Mets. He started the season AA. Batting well over 300 in AA with a lot of power. I'm like, okay, it's AA. So, of course, they move him up to AAA. He's doing the same thing. He's an infielder, second base, third base. Hitting well over 300. He's been there like 20 games, has 20 RBIs, 4 home runs in 20 games. Well over 300. It's like, can we give him a taste? Because our team's batting 200, for the season. A little over 200 for the season. Well under 200 when DeGrom pitches. Bring this kid up. AA, AAA, hitting really well. Now, I know we've had guys like Plawecki and Dominic Smith hit well in the minor leagues and have done absolutely nothing in the major leagues. I know. But it's a lost season. Bring this kid McNeil up. Let's see if we have something for the future. Our future second baseman or our future third baseman or whatever. And we got a guy we used to have back, Matt Dendecker. We had him back in 2013, 2014. didn't hit, whatever. But he played a pretty good center field last night, I must say. I was impressed. Of course, he didn't hit. None of the other Mets did any hitting for the most part until Nimmo in the 10th got the walk-off for us. But maybe Dendecker's going to be the center fielder. They're talking about putting Cespedes possibly at first base to save his legs. He's doing some work at first base, from what I hear. Hey, if it works out, put him there. You can have Dendecker in center and put Nimmo in left, or whatever. I don't know how you want to work it out, but we need to have Nimmo in the lineup every day. Just, he's not batting 300 or anything, but he walks a lot, so the on-base percentage is going to be very solid. And, of course, the attitude and the hustle. You got to have that on your team. So, we'll see with those guys. Reyes had an opportunity to win the game for us. Of course, he didn't get it done. He's played okay, decently okay, with whatever term you want to use, in the field, but he's batting like 165. And he's 1 for 23 with runners in scoring position. Sorry, Jose. We have to let him go, and soon. But I think the team's going to look totally different when August 1st comes. We're going to get rid of some guys. We're going to bring some guys up. So the team's going to look totally different in a few weeks. But Reyes is not part of the future. We have to let him go. All right, so after Nimmo gives us the walk-off win, I said I wanted a 7-4 homestand. We're 3-4 so far. So that means we would have to sweep a 4-game series from Washington starting tonight, which of course I don't see happening. But we do have decent pitching scheduled. We got Mats tonight. Tomorrow night, Syndergaard is coming back. I think it's Wheeler on Saturday, I think. And then it might get scary after that. But, hopefully we'll win 3 out of 4 and at least have a winning homestand. But we'll find out tonight. Alright, so I guess that's all I have for now. Subscribe to the show if you haven't. I'd appreciate that. Let other people know to do the same. And have a great Thursday. Mets are playing 7 o'clock tonight. So don't miss that. So it's Go Mets. Go Mets. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.